it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Thompson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Fighting his way through contact. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up, and gave them exactly what they needed.
And Detroit getting set to go now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Detroit!
On second down, Jackson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Watch you now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On second down. They'll run with Gordon. And he powers his way up past the 30. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll come out in the pistol.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Josh Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Let's go, defense.
To throw again, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through. So we come. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, You feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Again, a run with Thompson. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Now back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10.
Patriot! Patriot! Here we go now. Blue, line it.
They run it here with Thompson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Gallman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Shift! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! 58, right over there.
Back to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Watch him now, Barney! Over!
on the ground. It's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
This is Gallman. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Reuben Foster coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They start on the ground with Gallman, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue 90.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Gallman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Gallman will run it, and he'll take this one down to the 36. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Back to throw here. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Cameron Hayward getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hurry up, here we go. 3.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. Now in desperation, and for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I sound